podcast. We are two friends in fiber knitting, spinning, sewing, and nerdy crafting, coming to you from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. It is the last Sunday before Christmas. My sock is running away, and I managed to make 2 elf hats, so both me and Diana look equally ridiculous this week.
Guys, I'm also wearing a ridiculous sweater. It says, "Chillin' with my snowmies." It's got
Oh my
Snowman
god, I
on it.
hadn't read that!
Yeah, it's,
That is atrociously delightful.
I think I got this as a Christmas present several years ago, and it's been hiding at the back of a pile of stuff.
It's not gonna hide next year.
I was looking for something completely different, and I found this one. I'm like, hey, this is a wonderfully tacky sweater. It's also super comfy and cozy, so I actually legitimately like wearing it.
Wonderful. That's good.
But it's just bad puns.
I'm gonna be arguing with this pom-pom the whole episode. The whole episode.
Oh, we are a pair.
We are. Did I say what episode we were?
I don't know.
Hey, it's 144 if I didn't. Oopsies. If you're new, I'd love to say we're more coherent. That's a lie.
Coherent.
We're not.
Bah.
Diana kindly lists all the subjects we try to cover, and then Jocelyn immediately derails her. This is how this works.
This week, I have written down cool threads, woolly workings, wool gathering, and kniterature. And by the fact that there are only 4 categories on there, we're definitely going to go off the rails many times.
We're going to be over an hour. We were under an hour last week.
I know.
56 minutes.
Can't believe it.
I didn't have like 20-minute long rants to edit out. Made my life a lot easier. Oh boy. I have opinions. There are many mountains, and I'm willing to die on all of them. All of them.
You can only pick one to die on.
No, all of them.
You can only die once.
All of them. I refuse.
Just stack them all on top of each other and die at the very top.
Yes. I will win every fight. Darn it. Oh, goodness. I suppose we should start with what's in our cup. We're both drinking some David's Tea Advent Calendar tea. I got an Advent calendar this year for Christmas from my sister and my brother-in-law. And we've been enjoying cups of tea. I've been opening them and smelling them. And ones that have corn in them, or marshmallows, which are corn, or cornstarch, or dextrose, which is corn sugar, immediately go to Diana.
So I've been very much enjoying Jocelyn's calendar.
So she's gotten a couple this year. We just find it happens every time we do a tea sampler. Like I'm just going to run across one I can't have. And then ones I've opened and smelled and gone, nope, just no. I'm not interested in that at all. I'm not even going to try it. So Diana's enjoying some pomegrateful.
Love that. Pomegrateful.
Pomegrateful.
It sort of looks like wine.
Hey, I could drink it. I smelt it and my brain went, you don't actually like pomegranate, dear. Put that down. I went, you're right. I don't.
I, on the other hand, love pomegranate, so I'm quite happy.
Do it up. So I am drinking a cuppa. I even left a little baggy thingy down here. It is the hot chocolate tea. Rich something and something. I don't know.
Rich, fudgy, and indulgent.
It tastes like hot chocolate tea. It's nice. I like it. It tastes like chocolate tea. And I have enough for a second cup. As long as my mother doesn't take it. We'll see. We'll find out soon enough. As always, I'm enjoying it in the ginormous Jocelyn-sized head mug.
Pause to sip tea.
Tea. Alright. What do we got next? A runaway pom-pom. Come here.
We've got cool threads next.
Okay. I've just been wearing my usual suspects. It has been not wintry enough for Jocelyn. We got lucky during the knit club. We had snow. It looked like we were going to have a decent Christmas with cold weather and snow, which is what Jocelyn wants. Jocelyn's happy with. Nope. It is forecasting high of like, what, 2 degrees or 3 degrees.
So, for example, yesterday, I was wearing my parka and snow pants. The snow pants were slightly overkill by the end of the day because it kind of warmed up.
Yeah.
But in the morning, snow pants. Still.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It was still cold enough the other day.
Today, I'm wearing a sweater and my leather jacket.
Yeah.
It's warm.
Yeah. Yeah, we went from like minus 20s before wind chills or anything to minus 8 Celsius in about 24 hours.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to get a little bit warmer still. So what?
So I'm delighted. I'm looking forward to building snowmen with my niece and nephew on Christmas Day.
Which I would have done in minus 20.
Well, you can't build snowmen at minus 20. The snow's too cold. It doesn't stick.
Who says it has to be snowmen? You need to introduce them to proper fort making skills and snowball fights where they ambush their uncles.
They're 4 and 7. We need some. We need a
Rhyme.
little bit more assistance.
Rhyme. So, well, obviously this aunt, would have gone out and built the snow forts a couple of days in advance with Grandpa.
Ah, okay.
And then we would have armed them with snowballs to ambush their uncle.
Oh, I see how this works.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, and I mean, you would have been caught in the crosshairs, so I'm sorry you're a casualty of war, but I would have helped the 4-year-old hit her uncle. No problem. And then I would have booked it, because I would be dead, because, man, your husband would have come for me with a vengeance. No mercy!
I'd like to see you book it through the snow.
Ah, in my white coat! Can't see me! Camouflage!
Given you can't see where you're going.
I'd end up falling. Woo! Down I go. All you'd see was, woo! Poof! Man down! I repeat, man down! Someone come fetch the blind lady! Which is usually how that goes.
It's red cane sticking up.
Help! Help! I wouldn't use the cane in the backyard. It'd be fine. I seem to have fallen over. That's how a good Christmas times go. Outside playing in snow.
Given that the children possess the yard and I do not possess a yard, it kind of happens at Christmas or not at all.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, some things at 4 need to be done in advance.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's a thing at 4.
I guess she's just about 5 now.
Hey, 7, you can stealth attack your uncle from the side of the porch. No advanced planning. You just need to make some snowballs.
Okay. I think Christmas is going to be a good time if it stays warm enough to make snowballs.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm super
Go out with
looking
the
forward to
kids and then just ask Chris to come out and help and don't tell him and get the kids to throw snowballs at their uncle.
Yeah.
Wasn't born yesterday. I know how to engage in snow warfare.
Yeah.
I got skills, man.
I think it'll be me and the kids against Uncle Christopher.
I think it would have to be because Uncle Christopher might have better aim than you and the kids.
Oh, guaranteed he does.
And he would.
My aim is not much better than the kids.
Could potentially recruit an Uncle Ben. So
okay, we're gonna have. It's gonna be a snow war.
It could be the uncles versus everyone.
It'll be the Christmas snow wars of 2019.
2019.
Yeah.
I believe this is a good tradition you need to start.
Okay.
Excellent choices. Just make sure you get the older nephew because he's 17 now.
Oh.
Stack your team, man. Stack your team.
Stack the team. Okay.
Stack the team.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be sitting inside Christmas Day in my pajamas. I want updates. We're armed and ready for war. I declare the war! Let me know who wins. Mom, what are you doing? Encouraging Diana to engage in snowball fights.
Anyway, that wasn't what we're wearing. That wasn't the cool threads we've been wearing.
But it's because, well, we got derailed. Whatever. Guys, I'm wearing the same things I'm wearing all the time right now because it's not really cold enough to be wearing anything else. I'm wearing Diana's mittens that she made for me a couple of years ago, which I'm going to promptly give her here shortly because the thrumming needs to be fixed.
I can fix some thrumming.
And I don't want to do it. They were a present. I want them fixed for me. My mallow cardigan, which has proven to be just the most useful frickin' thing to have when it comes to wearing underneath my wool coat.
Oh, you weren't kidding. These things shed everywhere.
The pom-pom, yeah, the pom-pom sheds for days. It sheds for days.
It's snowing.
I know, it sheds for days. It drives me nuts. Once it's done shedding, it's beautiful, but it sheds for days.
I'm gonna have to like sticky roller my shoulder. Just my shoulder.
So when I first shook out these pom-poms on the ends of these hats, like it was just like a dandelion like poofed in my face. It was intense. But yeah, no, I'm just my normal knits right now, the Find Your Fade, which is a good shawl that I can have pulled down or pulled up. No hat. I don't do hats. Diana's mitten and then the mallow cardigan whenever I go out. So 2020 is going to be the year of the cardigan knitting for Jocelyn because I need more of those.
I have also been wearing my fade. I wore it on Thursday when I had to give my Toastmasters speech, and it was part of my, I pull psychological trickery on myself when I have to give a speech, and like, I wear all of the things that I love so that I feel strong and confident so I can give a good speech.
Yeah, what lipstick color is my management style?
Yeah, I couldn't get a whole speech out of that angle, unfortunately. I could only get like an intro and like one paragraph. So I didn't end up going that route, unfortunately.
Dang, I wanted to know what lipstick color my management style was.
I know, I should really work on that because it was a good angle.
I think it would be very cute.
I couldn't figure out the rest of it. I couldn't get a whole speech out of it.
Oh. Sit it on the back burner, something might pop up.
Yep. Yeah, so I was wearing my Find Your Fade when I gave my Toastmasters speech, along with like my ridiculous heels that I bought and the red hat even. So.
Yeah. All of the accoutrements.
And my favorite sweater. It's a store-bought sweater, so it's not interesting. But Yeah, I wore all of the things to make myself feel good for that one because I was wildly unprepared.
Hey, it worked.
It did work. It came across really well. People were still giving me compliments.
Compliments? They're like compliments, right?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Compliments the next day, just out of the blue, like, oh, I saw your speech. It was really great. Like, thanks. It wasn't. Thank you. I'm glad I was able to fake it for you.
Toastmasters. Giving good skills all the time.
Yep. Teaching you how to fake it.
Teaching you how to talk out your butt.
Oh, yeah.
Totally fine. I do it all the time. Every week. It's called a podcast.
Yeah, honestly, Toastmasters they've been helpful for each other. Toastmasters has been really great for helping with the number of ums that I have.
People, when you start to notice it, you notice you do it a lot, but if you don't notice it, you have no idea you do it a lot. Yeah.
So Toastmasters has been really great with that. But then the podcast...
I appreciate it because I don't have to take out as many ums in your speech patterns anymore.
Then this helps Toastmasters because in Toastmasters there's table topics, which is a 2-minute impromptu speech on a topic that, this is your topic, give a speech, go.
Well, yeah, that's total, because we ad-lib all of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I throw things at you all the time.
So they've both been very helpful for each other.
Kind and generous human being. Not. Which is good. Hey, but hey, you've been wearing stuff. That's the important part.
Yes, that was the fade. I've also been wearing my Wonder Woman shawl all wound up like a cowl.
Excellent.
I keep saying I don't like cowls, but given
you wind everything up like a cowl.
Yeah, I do. So
everything.
I should just like make a cowl.
You should make a cowl.
We should
make the Mokum cowl.
I should. I'm gonna make that cowl next year.
We need to make the Mokum cowl.
Okay.
Because it's a cute cowl.
Oh, there's an Darn. I took the slippers that you gave me for Christmas.
Yes.
They live at my desk now. I've been wearing them at work.
Good. I'm glad your house slippers live at work.
Well, I don't really wear slippers at home, but I wear them at work.
That's fair.
And
I'm sure they help.
Oh, they do.
Which is the point of the things.
Very nice. The tiny hat that's supposed to be a tree ornament. It's been a me ornament.
I knit ornaments for them. She wears it on her head.
I stuck a couple of hairpins in it and I pinned it to my bun.
Sure.
So I can wear this little hat sticking out the side of my head. It was tacky sweater day at work on Friday, and just putting a stupid tiny hat on top of this stupid tacky sweater.
Worked well for you?
It was so good. I got so many compliments on the stupid tiny hat.
Good. I'm glad people enjoy the ornament I crocheted for you.
It's a me ornament.
It is a you ornament.
Anyway, that's what I've been wearing this week.
Puppies!
Woof woof. This brings us to the active knitting portion of the programming.
This is where it becomes the Jocelyn Show.
Afraid so.
It's alright. I've gotten used to it, guys. I suppose I get to start first, don't I? You have the two things?
I have two things.
Two things?
Two things, and I think you have 1, 2,
I have a lot.
3,
You're
4,
wearing one
5.
of my finished objects.
Yeah.
So I finished a second elf hat. Diana's modeling it for me. The brim was done in white. It is a crochet pattern video tutorial by Bag O Day Crochet and Crystal, who is a delightful crocheter on YouTube. She made hers not in festive holiday colors. I've made mine in festive holiday colors. I made the red one, which is on my head, for my niece and for me to wear a couple of times and then give to my niece because I'll be over it at that point. And my sister liked it so much she requested one in green for her. So in green mystery yarn, literally it was one of those bag mill end mystery yarn bags.
Oof, super mystery.
Straight up mystery yarn. I have no idea what it is. It's a beautiful foresty green color.
It is. It's super nice Christmassy green.
Color. Yeah, so that worked. And again with white brim and then a white pom-pom. Same as at the end of my nieces. So they will
my arm.
It's gonna shed for a few more days before I can wrap it up. Or I might just wrap it up and let it shed on my sister. It's fine. So I finished that for her. That was her last minute Christmas request. Was an elf hat. Then what I originally was going to make for her for Christmas was 2 sets of pot holders. I told her that decreased number of pot holders she would be getting for Christmas, and she said that was perfectly acceptable. So she's getting 2 pot holders for Christmas. Now, these are crocheted. They're just a single crochet. So I chained 20 something or other. 5. Chain 25, and then I crocheted back and forth single crochets till I had a square. And then I did that 3 more times. So I had 4 squares. Everybody's like, but Justin, you only got 2 pot holders. It's because I smooshed 2 of them together and then I half double crocheted around the edge. Seal them up. So they are stupid levels of thick. And you know what? They're big. They're bigger than my hand. So it's a really big, all cotton, literally. It's a white, ice blue and navy blue variegated handcrafter cotton by Bernat. Cotton, straight up 100% cotton. And it lets no heat through at all.
Perfect.
It's beautifully thick. She won't burn her fingers. I have now made 8 of these things and I haven't made a single one for me. So, you know, maybe next year I will get my own pot holders. That's fine. I'll get her the other 2 for her birthday, which are in February. So I've got the first 2 done, so those go in her Christmas present in with her hat, which will get wrapped now that we've recorded and shown them off. And then I was making last week snowmen for my niece for her advent calendar to finish off, which are done. She gets 3 snowmen. I made an additional white snowman. But then I was making snowmen, and then I was like, oh man, I have a mom whose theme is snowmen.
Mm-hmm.
All of my inherited Christmas stuff is blue, white, and snowmen because that is what my mother loves. I would be in so much trouble if she didn't have snowmen, but her 13-year-old granddaughter had snowmen. So I had to make 2 more.
These things are so freaking cute.
They take like no time. Like this is a Jada and Stitches video tutorial I watched on these little snowman dudes. Like they're super quick. I made Mom's scarves without fringe because she doesn't like fringe on her scarves, so her snowmen don't have fringes. And I made hats, and I literally took same crochet lady, Jada and Stitches, has the little hat that I made for you guys for the Christmas trees.
Yeah.
I just made a bigger version for the snowmen, but I've not put pom poms on these snowmen's heads yet. So their toques do not have pom poms yet, but otherwise I have white bodied snowmen stuffed with blue scarves and blue toques.
So freaking cute. I don't know if they even need pom-poms, honestly.
I don't know. I'm undecided on the pom-pom front. I might give them to Mom and then say, if you want pom-poms, let me know and I'll just put some pom-poms on for you. But they're also going to my mom with no noses, no eyeballs, and no buttons down the chest because I honestly just don't have black buttons and I don't know if they need them or not. I kind of like that there's no thing to them.
I think they're sufficiently cute without. Maybe some eyes.
I know. So I'm gonna wrap them up and give them to my mom, and then ask what she would like. So if she wants a nose or she wants like the other things, I'll put the other things on for her. But if she doesn't and she likes them the way they are, then I'll just leave them be. So I think that's what I'm gonna do with that. So I have made 5 crocheted snowmen.
That's a lot.
In less than 2 weeks, if you think about it. Dang, plus pot holders. And a hat. I've been really cranking out the things, you guys. Crazy, which is okay.
Really loving all these Christmas ornaments.
They're growing on me so much. And now that I finally found the tree skirt pattern I like, I can now just get the rest of the stuff organized that I like. And then I can buy the yardage requirements that I need in the yarn so they're all the same colors for the same different things. Because I like matchy. So next year I can just, Christmas will start in July, guys, because I'll start crafting for my Christmas stuff in July so that I've got a Christmas tree skirt, my ornaments, and whatever else I want to do, like the extras and stuff. So I really like them. They're so cute. I don't like gnomes though, so
I'm gonna have to try making myself some Christmas ornaments because
really
I really
nice.
enjoyed making the tiny socks.
Yeah.
And I'm loving the tiny hats and the little snowmen, and I might have to do more of this.
I think so. I'm gonna yawn. I was supposed to have fancy coffee. Unfortunately, Starbucks till was broken, so no fancy coffee.
Sad about that.
Sad panda. So am I.
Like, I got there and they were putting out the sign, I'm sorry, the till's broken. No! Like one of those great, like, no! And you zoom out and you zoom out and you zoom out and eventually it's just Earth and the galaxy.
Yes.
Ah!
Yeah. That's exactly where my brain went with that one too.
Yeah.
That is amazing. All right. That leaves me with 2 things to talk about.
2 things. Okay, I guess I can jump in with a thing.
Yeah.
Long-time-ish listeners may recall that back in August, I was making some mittens for my brother, and they misbehaved, and they misbehaved, and they misbehaved, and I picked them back up I rage quit the mittens. They've been in timeout since August. I picked them back up again. They are not on needles. They're still misbehaving.
Ooh,
I did work on them.
my.
But it's
These are the cursed mittens.
it's just a basic mitten pattern. I'm just like not paying attention when I work on them.
They're not really the mittens' fault.
It's really not. I don't know, something about it's too simple. Maybe if I throw a texture pattern on them, it'll go better.
Maybe.
Oh, you know what? I could do that same pattern, that faux cable pattern on the socks that I have.
Oh, you could.
That would look really nice.
And that might be just enough pattern that you're not having issues. Okay,
I'm
that's a
doing
good
that.
idea.
Okay, I just decided they're getting a pattern,
Just
so maybe
said it.
they'll stop being the
Mittens of Doom.
the Mittens of Doom.
Mittens of Doom.
Mittens of Doom.
Because I'm sure your brother would like to have some mittens.
Yeah, he's back in town for Christmas. So ideally, I would like to get them done before he goes.
How long is he staying? He's gonna have a break in school right now, but it won't be that long.
Yeah, so I don't think I'll quite manage it, but like I can definitely crank out a mitten a week.
Yeah.
I'm not sure when he's going back, but I might make it. I might be able to do it.
Give it a try. Worst case scenario, we record with them and then we mail them to him.
This is a thing, yes.
We can do that.
Okay.
All right. So, absolutely long-winded pattern. There's a pair of fingerless mittens. I've owned the pattern for a while now. And I want to make mittens. But they call for a 2.75 millimeter needle knitted on the round. It's a fingering weight mitten pattern. And my brain's like, sometimes, Jocelyn, your stitches are tight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, really tight. But I knit my socks on a 2.25 millimeter. So, as opposed to when most people would probably use like a 2 or a 2.5. So like I'm kind of right in the middle there. So I'm almost thinking.
These are my sock needles. So what do I knit mine on? 2.25.
So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to measure my gauge in my fingering of my socks, which are done in the round, which the pattern is in the round for the fingerless mittens, and see if I just get gauge. Because if I'm just at the right gauge for the mittens, or for the fingerless gloves, based off my sock stitch one, I will just use my sock needles and make them on that.
Makes sense.
And if I need to go up a size, I can go up a size or two, and that gives me a really good idea of where my gauge is sitting and stockinette in the round. On a fingering way. So, I'm going to measure my stitch gauge here once we're done recording. But I wanted to have more sock knitted anyway, so I literally, what? How did I knit a hole into my sock? Did I drop a stitch?
I think so. Do you have one of those? You have one of those stitch fixer things. Miss D gave us all
I
those.
do, but it's all in the sewing room. I'll pull it out after we're done recording. Can you pick up a stitch for me?
I can absolutely pick up a stockinette stitch for you.
So I'm going to talk about the sock and then I'm going to stop working on it. I've literally done 2 rows on my Halloween socks, my Jack socks. They were really freaking nice yarn. Like, it's just such a nice yarn. And it was so into knitting.
I really love how that's knitting up.
It's coming out so freaking
micro
nicely.
stripes?
Yeah.
So nice.
So cute. So I'm super happy with the sock and I'm super happy with the process of it. I want to measure my gauge, and depending on where my gauge is, I might be rushing to get socks done so I can cast on some fingerless mittens. Which, I mean, not a bad thing. Oh no, I get new socks. Whatever will I do? It also means I can get my toes and heels, the contrasts of these guys. The balls are actually living in the top drawer of my nightstand table. That's just where they ended up. Everywhere you go, guys, there's yarn in my house. And it creeps up in the most strange locations. How did I drop a stitch while I was recording? I knitted on those socks without looking at them for 2+ hours getting my tooth fixed. Didn't drop a stitch.
How did I screw up the I-cord edging at the end of the sweater, like, what, 4 times during knit club? No, twice. Twice during knit club?
Like,
but not for the entire rest of the sweater?
What? Oh, gosh. Okay, that's it. I'm having a moment. Your turn.
The sweater that I'm referring to is, of course, the Glam Balm by Stephen West that I've been working on diligently for a while. I think I neglected to mention about my mittens. There's no pattern for the mittens. I thought I was good enough to just do mittens. I thought I was good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm going to be finding an actual pattern with stitch counts.
Good plan.
So there isn't currently a pattern, but there will be. Where is the top of this thing? Not that it really matters because it's a Stephen West pattern.
It is a Stephen West pattern.
So I finished the body of this massive thing. That doesn't look nice with the gaping armhole there. This thing is giant. It's yeah. So I finished the body of this thing, and I am now most of the way done one sleeve. Like, I'm over halfway done this sleeve. This stitch marker is roughly halfway.
Yeah.
I've done this much sleeve just today.
Yes. You were blowing through that.
So I am absolutely delighted with how quick of a knit this is. I'm doing this out of Loops and Threads Charisma in charcoal and black for the sleeves. I also learned on this project how to fix edge stitches, specifically I-cord edge stitches. I learned how to drop down and fix when you screw up your I-cord by knitting all of the stitches instead of slipping through with yarn in front.
Good.
So that's cool. That was a skill that I learned on this.
That was a skill.
That was a skill I learned.
That is a skill, yes.
But I'm absolutely delighted by how cozy this is. It took me like 4 times to pick the proper number of stitches around this sleeve. But I think I finally did it properly this time, and it actually looks nice and clean. And
it does, yeah.
Well, okay, that side needs a bit of blocking, and that side's not as clean. But
I don't count the slight smidges that fix when you block.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. If I tug on it just slightly, it looks so much better. So that'll block out when I know acrylic doesn't really block, but when you pull everything, you pull everything
get a bit
even.
of adjustment.
Yeah. So it'll look a little bit better. And I was slightly concerned that I wasn't going to have... Hi, cat. I was slightly concerned that I wasn't going to have enough yarn because I only bought 1 ball of the black, and I want to make my sleeves longer than the pattern calls for, but I think I'm going to have tons, even with making them a little bit longer.
Okay, that's good.
So I'm not concerned. And if I do happen to run out of yarn, it's
a black.
It's...
Charisma black.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. It's not like it's indie dyed yarn or anything.
Yeah. It'll be easy enough.
I might have a sweater next time we record.
That would be freaking amazing.
Yeah, I'm pretty darn excited. It's so warm. Oh my goodness. I can't. My leg is so warm right now. I need to put it on my other leg.
Okay. Before you melt to death. Or inherit a Quadra Pet who seems to have lied down at your feet.
Yep. I have inherited a Quadra Pet.
She's still mad at Mommy. Mommy bathed her yesterday.
It was terrible. I got updates all day.
Well, you had to. There was drama.
There was so much drama.
So much drama. Whatever. She's fine. Alright, I'm working on a cowl. I'm working on a cowl holding 2 pieces of yarn double. I'm holding a Big Scoops ice cream scoop from Loops and Thread in a green colorway, which I actually have the leftover. Tell you how big this big ball was.
That's big.
This is what's left over after I wound off 3 worsted weight ball sizes worth, because I'm holding it double with a Vanna White in a blue, Vanna's Choice in a blue. So I'm holding this. I can't show you the Vanna's Choice in the blue because it's literally all wound up into balls. But I wound off a bunch of balls. What am I looking at? I'm receiving a Domino's. Oh, do you want pizza for dinner?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay,
Yeah.
well, let me finish recording and we'll figure out pizza for dinner, okay?
Okay.
That's fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to tell me? Because there's a code on there, and it's yeah. That's the pizza I want.
This specific pizza, or you want your pizza with this coupon?
Yeah.
Okay.
The second option.
The second option?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I getting pizza for Mom too?
I don't think she wants pizza. Do you want me to go ask?
Please ask Mom and let Mom know she should text me if she would like pizza as well.
Okay.
Thank you. This is how we make dinner decisions in this house. Domino's pizza coupon showed up. Apparently I'm having pizza for dinner.
Marketing, it works.
Whatever. She will not eat my pizza because I put pepperoni and pineapple on my pizza. She thinks I'm gross. She's 13. What does she know?
I'm a recent convert to pineapple on pizza.
It's just that sweet salty. Yeah.
I'm still so confused with myself.
I know, it's weird. Anyway, when I hold the yarn double, I get like an Aran bulky weight. So I have no pattern for this.
She does not want pizza.
Sweet. I will not order her pizza then. I will talk to you when I'm done recording.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye. I'm leaving all that in. This is what I normally edit out.
Slice of life.
Slice of life happening right now, guys. So I'm holding them double, which gets this beautiful blue-green mottled pattern. Marled is the word. Marled is the word we use. So I've got it on, I don't know, like 10mm needles, 9mm needles. I think they're 10mm needles. Diana can confirm for me here in a second. I'll pass it over. And the person who hates ribbing, oh God, do I hate ribbing, is doing miles of 2x2 ribbing. This whole thing is nothing but 2x2 ribbing.
Why are you doing that to yourself?
Because it's going to look good. And
it does look good.
Because when you do miles of 2x2 ribbing, if I make this so big that it folds over on itself, and I can pull it up and use it as a cowl over my head because I don't wear hats when it's colder, and have it up and over my head, that is just far more practical for me. And the 2x2 ribbing lets me do that and gives a nice stretch and bounce to it. I still freaking hate 2x2 ribbing, but I'm making it through, you guys. I will have Diana these clanky metal needles so she can tell me what size I'm knitting on.
9mm.
9mm. There you go. We've answered the question. But like, these balls are big when they start. I wound off 2 more. Because the question is now that I've got...
Sorry, they make a good noise. I'll stop that.
They do. This is... I like big balls. This is how big they start, and this is how big the first ball is.
Ooh, that's a difference.
It's a big ball. It won't actually... barely fits in my yarn bowl. So, what I'm thinking I should do is make matching mittens. Because I will wear matching mittens, but I would never wear matching hats, so it makes no sense to that. So, should I make my mittens and then just knit the cowl till I run out of yarn? And see just how big I can get it. This is the question for the internet. Because for sure it's a 2 cowl, but it's a 2 skeiner. So I've got the blue of the vanilla white, and I've got the third ball wound off and ready to go. So it's like it's ready to go. It's good to go. It's all acrylic, so I can throw it all in the washer and dryer, which is nice. A lot of my personal hand knits are not washer dryer safe, so a lot of my stuff takes a lot longer to wash and dry. So having one that I can turn around real quick is really exciting for me. This blue, white, yellow, green kind of marled combo is going to look great with my white winter coat. So pretty. And it's something I can work on and putter with while I'm doing stuff. But do I want matching mittens? Noting that if I'm making this on a 9mm, like that's not a very dense, like that's a fairly dense knit. It's not super dense. But if I move down to like a 6mm for the glove, for the mittens, I should be able to move down to like a 4mm on a fingering weight and do a fingering weight inside.
Oh yeah.
And then I can thrum the inside, so I'll have a double layer mitten with thrumming in between.
That would be amazing.
Which I think would be a super dense, squishy mitten, which would be a perfect this world weather mitten for the person who can't stick her hands in her pockets because she has to hold her cane out in front of her all the time. It has to alternate because she hurts her wrists. So, thoughts? Do I do matching mittens? Do I not do matching mittens?
I'm going to vote matching mittens.
Okay. We have a vote for matching mittens. We have a, let's be honest, Christmas is next week and I have not worked on my niece's sweater. We're not getting to this for a little bit, guys. I got time. And 2 ginormous balls of yarn still. But that's the last thing I've been working on, is this bad boy. So, no pattern. If you want to make one like this, cast on 180 stitches and go. Most cowls are like 120 or 140. And they're too short. I can't double wrap. I hate not being able to double wrap. So I went to 180, and if I can't double wrap at 180, my head's too big. Just calling it. Just calling it. So that's it. That's the last thing I've been working on. I was actually working on this pretty good while we were recording our Patreon knit-in today, actually. See all that big old colossal artisanal detail at the bottom here. AKA where I screwed up my 2x2 ribbing.
If you put the same detailing at the other end, then it's a design feature.
But I don't know what I did to do that, other than mess it up.
I'm not sure exactly. To be honest,
it looks like I was 1 stitch over.
Yeah.
Just on like 2 rows.
Yeah.
1 stitch over on 2 rows.
Yeah, and then somehow you got back into it.
And then I got back into it. So, sure, if I offset by a stitch for 2 rows, yeah. Maybe, if I remember to do it. Or I won't, and then I'll know which one's bottom and which one's top. One of the two is going to happen. My hat is falling off my head. How do you get these things to stay?
I don't like this. This one's very tricky with its giant pom-pom.
Giant pom-pom is necessary for the hat.
It's making me happy though.
All right, that's it. That's the last thing I've been working on.
All right. I don't know if Phaedra's into something.
Oh goody.
Can't see what though. She's on too far away.
I
Playing with something, I'm sure.
I'm sure it's not a toy.
Let's see. We're not interesting individuals, so there is no yarn on the go this week.
It's just been all errand running. Listen, the most interesting thing that happened to me this week is I received every single one of those Christmas cards on that table over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Christmas cards, and two of them are from Norway.
That's great. I love that.
More might still yet arrive. I don't know. Sometimes I get Christmas cards after Christmas. I don't mind. You have no control over the mail.
Most interesting thing I did this week was take my car in to get the engine light fixed. So, that was like $400.
Keep saying it could have been way worse.
Yeah.
That is a spring?
I think so. Oh, there it is. Yeah,
that's a spring. Okay, that is a cat toy. It's in fact one of our favorite cat toys. Is the spring. Until we lose it, Mom has to go find it. There's like 12 of them on my floor somewhere. Darned if I know where they are though.
So that brings us to Wool Gathering.
Wool Gathering.
Our next Patreon hangout is going to be Saturday, January the 18th, 12 noon Central Standard Time. That is for everyone who supports us on Patreon and helps us continue to make this content and make this a self-supporting hobby. Thank you so much. We love to hang out with you every month for a couple hours. One Saturday afternoon for us, evening for those in Europe, morning for those further west of us.
Yeah, it's a little weird how that works, eh?
It seems to work fairly well for most parts of the world. If you're on completely the other side of the world, sorry, hope you're a night owl.
Hope you're a night owl. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but Patreon is just a way you can support us with $1, $5, whatever. It's just a way to financially support us and help us out a little bit. We're actually going to invest in like proper recording equipment.
Jocelyn's committing to proper editing software.
We're gonna be like almost professional now.
No, that would require far fewer gremlins and far more capacity for me to do things. I am learning as quickly as my learning curve allows.
We'll just be slightly higher quality amateur.
You know what? That's pretty much
higher
it.
quality amateurs.
Higher quality amateurs.
Thank you for supporting us and allowing us to be higher quality amateurs.
Yeah. That's freaking hilarious.
And other things coming up, the podcast anniversary to celebrate 3 years of podcasting next March.
When she thinks about it too hard, it causes her problems.
Yeah, so I'm not going to think about it too hard. January. March 2020 will be 3 years of podcasting.
Yep.
Which is madness. And there I go thinking about it. I'm going to stop that now. We're celebrating with a knit-along, which seems to be our annual way of celebrating such things.
Yeah, why not? Let's make a thing. Everybody else should celebrate too. And when we're all done, we have a thing.
Yeah.
That's important.
So this time we are celebrating by making sweaters from Tin Can Knits. They have a large number of free sweater patterns, also paid sweater patterns, and they have sizes ranging from baby up to large man, so probably you can find something you like in there. We're knitting adult size sweaters. Yeah,
for the purposes of this, being the person who falls into the XL to 3XL category size range, I am requesting people knit something bigger than a newborn. I'm putting my foot down, and I'm saying there's a vast difference in the number of stitches required between newborn and 3XL. So we're going to go adult small or extra small. If you're an adult extra small, that's fine. If you're an adult who happens to be a child's large, that's also fine. You're an adult. If you're knitting a sweater to fit you, make sure it fits you. To 4XL men. I mean, whatever it is you need to do, that's fine. Just an adult sweater. That night, Diana had the yarn and wanted the pattern, and we needed something, and I wanted her to finish her frickin' sweater.
You want me to start my frickin' sweater?
That too. Again.
Had the yarn. I was going through the project bag today, like I am ready. I have knit swatches. I've got 2 different size needles. I had a progress keeper and stitch markers that I thought I'd lost.
Set aside.
Set aside, yeah.
Justin is super happy to finally see this on the needle shortly, guys.
So starting January 1st, we're casting that on, or as long as, if you have one on the go, as long as it's less than 50% done, join on in. If you want to start that now, because
go for it.
You just feel like it, you can't wait, go for it as long as it's less than half done by January 1st.
Super okay. We're
we
really
should,
relaxed on those.
Start up a thread for that soon.
Hey, you're the thread lady.
I mean, technically, I think we're both thread people because we sit here with our sticks and string.
We're both thread people. We're both absolutely atrocious on forums, which is what Ravelry is.
Yeah, we're are.
Bad at it. And there's just no excuse for it. We're just...
Yeah, that's rough. Okay.
So failing on our parts we are being poor humans. We really need to correct that. I know with what time and with what vision, but yeah. I mean it this time.
We were gonna have a general Merry Christmas. We're continuing to record through Christmas announcement.
You guys are gonna get this after Christmas is come and gone, so I mean, you can obviously tell that unlike a lot of other podcasts, we're not taking a break during the holiday season. We've even got it lined up so smoothly that we won't even have to take a break the week Mr. Diana flies out to Waterloo to start his new job. Because she'll be dropping him off at the airport at 8:30 in the morning, and then I will see her at some point after that.
Yep.
How early depends on how caffeinated she feels like coming to my house. Like,
well, see, there's a Stella's at the airport, so I might just have to have breakfast.
Oh my god. If you want to come that early in the morning, I better have a grilled cinnamon bun coming my way. We made my personal space that early on a Sunday morning, and you've been to a Stella's and you don't bring me a grilled cinnamon bun? No.
There will be hell today.
There will be problems, ma'am.
This friendship is over.
That is it. I am done. I have checked out. No grilled cinnamon bun. Jocelyn is over it. No more bromance for you. I just really liked grilled cinnamon buns.
So in general, Merry, Happy New Year.
Happy Hanukkah. Happy Chinese New Year. That happens later. Happy Festivus. Hey, listen, today's solstice. Today is my Christmas. Today is Yule for me.
So, merry, happy holiday of whatever you celebrate.
Enjoy
or don't.
Today. Because it is today. And therefore you should enjoy it.
Eat some cookies or whatever makes you happy.
Cookies. Ooh, I've got fresh fudge that needs to be cut in the freezer with Himalayan pink salt on top of it. We should have that after we're done recording.
Oh, yeah.
Done. Decision made.
Decision made.
Alright. What else do we got?
I was gonna talk about my Christmassy Ada box that I got.
Ooh, talk about your Christmassy Ada box. Guys, the hat's gotta go. I am overheating.
Oh, I'm also delighted that it's time to talk about electronics for a second, so that I can take the very warm sweater off of me.
Oh, that's it. The hat had to go.
Okay, so the Ada box is from the Adafruit company, which is a company in New York that does...
Insta-drunk vision.
They make circuit boards with the intent that they are... That's not your box, Phaedra.
Oh no, it's a box.
Electronics education is where I'm trying to go with this very long sentence.
She gets a fun subscription box with toys in it for people who like to create things with circuit boards.
Yes. So this one was, of course, Christmassy themed. And it was absolutely fantastic because I got this little LED guy. You may have seen pictures of this guy on Twitter. He was modeling my tiny sock ornaments that I made for Knit Club. And it was so freaking cute. I think I just need to knit another pair of socks so that my LED can have socks.
He needs a hat.
He needs a hat and socks.
I need to take the measurements of his head before he goes home so I can crochet him a hat.
Yeah.
What color what his hat in?
I don't know. He needs a little hat like your snowman.
Yeah, I'm going to make him a snowman hat.
Absolutely. Maybe a scarf instead of a sweater.
Oh, a scarf and a hat?
Scarf and a hat.
Okay, he's getting a scarf and a hat, guys.
Okay, and then I'll make him some socks.
Absolutely.
Maybe some kind of purple to go with the socks?
I can totally do it in a purple.
Okay, done. We'll dress up my LED.
He'll be dressed for the season. He'll have his scarf and his toque.
I'm so excited.
And a pom-pom, because I know you and pom-poms.
Okay,
not even
but the actual...
This guy is disgustingly cute.
Isn't he though? Gus the green LED. Okay.
I'm a child. You gave me the stuffy. They're so well designed. If I was even remotely into circuit boardy things.
Yeah.
I'm not.
The packaging is fantastic.
I get super excited about the Venus statue crochet pattern that a friend of mine found.
is beginning to look a lot like Ada Boxmas everywhere you go.
No.
Let all your ideas flow for projects you want to show with buttons and LEDs all aglow. They have puns. They have puns.
Of course they have puns.
Okay.
Have you lost the box to the cat yet?
Not quite. So this is the box.
She likes boxes.
Their packaging is so cute. Like even the tissue paper is cool in these things. I love it. I feel like I'm doing a makeup unboxing.
You look like you're doing a makeup unboxing.
But it's an electronics unboxing. Okay, I'll get to that in a second. This is... Okay, so...
And I'm the one who gets the makeup box subscription.
I know. Okay, that's that. Okay.
I love my makeup box subscription. Always fun stuff to try.
So this thing, they call it the Gizmo. It has... Oh, it has a speaker on it. I didn't know that. It's got a screen and a speaker. And the idea is they've given you a little plastic ornament housing. Housing? They've given you like a plastic little Christmas ball. So the idea is that you program your gizmo to show pictures, animations, whatever, play Christmas carols. And then you can mount it inside your little Christmas ball so that you have an animated Christmas ornament.
You need it. Program it so it plays the progressive Christmas carols.
Oh my gosh, you know what? It might.
Just say. Yeah.
Oh, this one's not. Depending how much memory it has, I might be able to just make it play the YouTube video on a loop.
That would be freaking amazing. Oh my god.
Because it's got a screen. It depends how much memory this thing has. I suspect it doesn't have enough.
You'll have to find out.
But I'm gonna try.
Right. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
that's what's happening with this now.
Whew. Look at that plan. I also have some poster ideas for post-apocalyptic new world future things. So, you know, if I know are there any designers out there who could help me?
Because I'm sealed in, so
I don't have time to learn all of the stuff to do all of the things.
Anyway.
But I have so many freaking ideas.
You know what? I will just open this because I'm going to talk. Oh my god, I can't actually open it. It's really well sealed in here. Woo!
It's seriously sealed in.
This is the blue fruit, meaning it is Bluetooth enabled. It also has, you can sort of see through the packaging, it's got a line
pumpkin, what are you doing?
It's got a line of LEDs here. It's got 10 LEDs and it's Bluetooth and Wi-Fi enabled. The idea being that you mount it inside this black box here, this mysterious black box.
Your globe?
You can mount it inside the bottom of the snow globe. So they've given you like sparkles and stuff. So you put your sparkles into your snow globe to make like an actual snow globe. And then it's got a double layered base. So you can then put your blue fruit in the base and then control your glowing snow globe via Bluetooth from your phone. You can change your snow globe color and have it twinkle and flash and do all sorts of crazy things. So I'm going to have a Bluetooth snow globe and an animated Christmas ornament.
For next year?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be killer. Especially if you can get that YouTube thing to loop.
I really want that to be a thing.
Oh, I hope that can be a thing. That'd be just so good.
So I realize this is utterly not knitting related or fiber related. It's craft related, and I'm freaking delighted with the Ada boxes. I've got 2 of them so far, and
they've both proven really fun.
Yeah, I really wish I'd had time to make those before Christmas.
That's alright. Just make sure they're done before next year.
Yeah, and I mean, I have 2 circuit boards that I can do other stuff with.
That works.
That screen is similar, or it's the same screen that's on my eyes, my cat eyes one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That I did for Halloween, except it's just one of them.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have all the extra little buttons and stuff. It's just a screen. But just, I'm so excited. So I'm going to have interesting cosplays in the coming year because I'm going to do my best to work those into it.
Yes.
Because like you can just put like an eyeball animation on the one inside a hat or something, and then you have like a creepy eyeball that looks at stuff and blinks at you.
It'd be hilarious because I'd be able to deadpan it like I don't know it's there because I wouldn't know it's there. Isn't it creepy about her electronic eyeball staring at you? Her what now?
Like you could just make
like I'd have to do this and go, Oh yeah, you're wearing that today, aren't you?
You could just make like a bandana and then
stick your eyeball in
sew
it?
an opening in it for the eyeball so you can mount the thing to your forehead.
Yep.
You need a little bit of padding because it's got like pokey electronic bits on the back.
Yeah, well that's fine.
You,
A good thick cotton layer will give you the padding you want for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could do like you could do like the
I pulled my hair back while it was
Pan's
dry.
Labyrinth.
Oh, made my head hurt.
Pan's Labyrinth. That one creature that has its eyeballs in its hands.
Oh, okay.
You could totally make that glove.
Yeah.
And have like eyeball hand.
Eyeball hand?
Eyeball hand. I actually kind of really want to do that.
Okay, I think I like the eyeball hand idea.
Just be like, what?
Hang on, I'm gonna look around the corner.
What's that over there?
So handy.
Handy?
Handy. Yeah, I didn't get that. You did. Because my brain doesn't think that way.
Okay. So that's my nerdiness.
When you're friends with punners.
That's my nerdiness. That just leaves us with literature, I think.
Book time!
Book time. Oh.
I don't want to get too in-depth with anything this close to the end of the year because I'm currently trying to corral all the books I've read for the year because I did not keep up to date with my Goodreads list like I should have this year. Bad Jocelyn. So I'm just sort of re-listening to the Expanse series. So I'm picking the books that I like. So I skipped the one I didn't like and I'm just listening to the ones that I do like. So right now I'm listening to Babylon's Ashes and I just finished Nemesis Gate, which I think is the one before Babylon's Ashes.
Nemesis Games, I think.
Games?
I think so.
The one before Babylon's Ashes. That's
There's a
the
gate one, but that's
Abaddon's Gate. Yeah.
And then Nemesis
Games. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, I'm listening to Babylon's Ashes, and whatever the one that was before that's one I just finished. So they're only 20 hours or something a piece. So they're really not that much to listen to. And I really enjoy the characters. So
still highly recommend that series if you're at all into sci-fi.
Even if you're really not that into sci-fi. They've got it. I'm not really that into sci-fi. There's enough humanity and depth of character going on in there that the sciencey part doesn't distract enough from it for me not to enjoy what's going on.
I guess I have to catch up because you're now farther ahead in the series than I am.
I am waiting for the last book. I have read all but book 9, and book 9 doesn't come out to 2020.
I still have 2 books to read.
I need you to catch up so we can talk about things.
I know. That's what Chris keeps saying too. I really got to do that. Okay. Instead of reading that, I'm reading The Book of Night with Moon, and I actually brought the book because I just wanted to show off how much this looks like Jocelyn's cat on the cover.
It really does look
and
like
it just
cat.
amuses me every single time to imagine that it's Phaedra doing the stuff.
Probably napping, because we were playing with our spring earlier.
Yep. I was hoping she'd be around so I could pick her up and show her, but
she does not come when she's called.
No, she
doesn't.
Cat.
Yeah. I did not train her for that.
Anyway, this is Cat Wizards. It's like the Ministry of Magic, but with cats.
Oh, she would totally be a cat wizard.
Yeah. So I'm really super enjoying that. I got that in the Secret Santa from book club last year.
Given how highly she regulates her feeding schedule and my go-to-bed time.
Oh, there's a whole part in the beginning about cats got to wake their human, but she's got to do it nicely so that they actually feed her, and it's not like this whole big deal, and it's very important to get fed, and blah, blah, blah. And, oh, there's the cat. Phaedra, come here. Psst. Hey.
Phaedra.
Nope. Ignoring.
Nope.
Okay.
We don't come when we're called. Our mommy didn't teach us that. Phaedra. Phaedra, will you come here? Nope, tail through the door.
Yeah.
We are super not interesting people.
Anyway, there's the whole opening of the book is about this cat just getting to work, and a lot of it was very Phaedra-like, I thought. It was very funny.
Mom, are you awake? I'm gonna lie next to you and purr. Mom, are you awake now? I'm gonna lie on your hair. Mom, are you awake now? We're gonna go sit on your thingy on top of your phone, because my phone usually talks to me all night. So I use it for background noise. Otherwise, if my housemates get up to go to the bathroom, I will hear them turn on the light switch upstairs. Like, just my hearing's too freaking good, and I don't like it. So just sort of, I've shared a bed with Diana. I put the headphones in just so that whatever sort of noise is going on around me doesn't wake me up. This is just, I'm not a light sleeper, but I just hear too much. It just drives me bonkers. So having the headphones in lets other people move around, cough, get out of bed, go to the bathroom, and not be like, oh, I might have woken Jocelyn. Because I'll hear something and my brain will be like, hey, you're hearing something. And we only 40-minute cycle in and out of deep sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm on the wrong end of the cycle and I'm too close to not deep sleep, I'll wake up and go, what the hell am I hearing?
I like when something wakes you up but it's done by the time you're actually properly awake and you're like, why am I awake? Why am I panicking and awake? I don't understand.
The world is going on. So she'll sit on my phone to turn off the sound. She seems to think that'll wake me up. It doesn't, by the way. You cut the sound out and you don't make any. I don't care. I keep sleeping.
I have another book that I'm not reading. I wanted to highlight this book because so our last book club meeting, we all talked about the books that we got last year and just gave like reviews and summaries of them.
Mm-hmm.
And this one had such a great review and a great summary that I just had to read it. It's
have to read it.
I have to read it. I have borrowed it now from the person who owns it. This is These Old Shades by Georgette Heyer.
Okay.
Heyer.
Yeah.
It is like 1700s France high society soap opera.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Let me just read the back because this will.
She has to sell it to us.
You'll understand.
I buy $40 books based off the cover title. You don't need to book sell me anything. You've seen me purchase books. I've been like,
it's just so freaking entertaining.
This looks heavy enough. We'll take this home today.
Under the reign of Louis XV, corruption and intrigue have been allowed to blossom in France, and Justin Alastair, the notorious Duke of Avon, and proud of his, oh dear goodness, what is this word? Sobriquet satanas, flourishes as well. I don't know what these words are. Then, from a dark Parisian back alley, he plucks Leon, a red-headed urchin with strangely familiar looks, just in time for his long overdue schemes of revenge on the Comte de Saint-Vier. Among the splendors of Versailles and the dignified mansions of England, Justin begins to unfold his sinister plans, until, that is, Leon becomes the ravishing beauty Leonie. ... It's revenge with a ridiculous plot twist that is revealed on the back of the book.
Oh boy.
Like,
I think I might need to add that to my list.
And
we need to read A Gentleman in Moscow next year.
Okay.
It's about a gentleman who's convicted of a crime, but he serves his time in a hotel. So the story of his lifespan post-incarceration is told of life in the hotel. Like, he can't leave the hotel.
Interesting.
Yeah. Very interesting premise. And Meddling Kids, which is the Scooby-Doo gang themed one, where they were the Scooby-Doo gang, but now they're adults and they have to go back and deal with all the things that happened as adults. So those are two I want to read next year.
Okay, wait. That was A Gentleman in Moscow?
A Gentleman in Moscow.
I'll link to these.
And Meddling Kids.
In Moscow.
There are two that are on my list to read next year. On top of whatever else happens, because shortly we'll get the lists for the CBC Canada Read Books and stuff.
Okay.
So that'll happen to me. And late next year, we have two big ones. Brandon Sanderson's next in the Oh My God, Jocelyn, you listened to how many hours of one audiobook series? The Way of Kings.
Those are the 55-hour long...
Yeah, those ones. Or like the shortest is like 42 or like 44 hours or something crazy. And book 9 of The Expanse is due out next year.
I really gotta get on that. Okay. That's books.
All sorts of books all the time.
I think that's everything.
That's it. That's all.
Oh my goodness. We're just over an hour.
Are we?
Maybe just under an hour after editing.
Possibly just under. Though I'm going to leave that part in with my niece because I think that's hilarious. So I gotta no.
Oh, it is. I enjoy it.
This is how my life works. So I'm gonna say until next week. I'm Jocelyn.
And I'm Diana.
And no matter where your week takes you,
don't forget to knit.
Now we have to hit stop because I have to order pizza.
I'm covered in fluff.
Oh my
fluff.
God.
So much fluff.
You are fluff.
I am fluff.